I'm Ryan Aber from NewsOK.com here with OU beat writer Jason Kersey. And Jason, we're here in the Superdome a couple hours before the Sugar Bowl kicks off between Oklahoma and Alabama. We've been talking about this game for a month,
Right.
Finally here. But the number one question we've been getting for most of this time is who will be starting at quarterback for Oklahoma today?
Well, I don't think we'll know for sure until the game actually kicks off, but I would imagine it'll be Trevor Knight. I think that his particular skill set sort of is better suited for Alabama's defense. They've struggled against some mobile quarterbacks in the last couple of years. I wrote about that for today's paper. I think Blake Bell will play. I think we'll see both of them, but I would imagine Trevor Knight will be the main quarterback tonight.
And looking at Alabama's defense versus Oklahoma's offense, what do you think the key matchup is when that unit's on the field?
I look at the two lines. I think Oklahoma's offensive line, we know Deontay Savage is going to make the first start of his career tonight, and that Bronson Irwin's going to move out to right tackle. I think that how that line plays against a very, very talented, tough Alabama defensive front is going to be critical. If they lose that battle, there's no way they can win the game.
And they also need to be able to run the ball effectively with whether it's Trevor Knight in the zone read option or Brennan Clay.
Yeah, absolutely. They have to be able to run the ball well and stay on the field, convert third downs. Brennan Clay, I think, is 87 yards from being OU's first 1,000-yard rusher since 2010. So he's obviously had some success this year. And you're right, whether it's in the zone read or whether they're just handing it off, that's going to be critical.
And then when you look at Alabama's offense versus Oklahoma's defense, we've done a lot of talking about AJ McCarron. What do you see that maybe Oklahoma can take advantage of?
Well, I think they're going to have to get pressure on AJ McCarron. That's one thing that they've been able to do well this year with Eric Stryker. That's what he's added to the defense. But on the other hand, as Mike Stoops has said, Eric Stryker's a little bit undersized, and against a team like this, when you have tight ends playing and you have to sort of look at things like that, you have to get bigger personnel on the field. So we might see some more P.L. Lindley, some more Chaz Nelson out there tonight. So I think that's going to be really interesting how they match up against OU or against Alabama.
Do you think those guys like P.L. Lindley, like Chaz Nelson, that haven't played much this year, can handle that in this kind of environment?
That's going to be tough. That's asking an awful lot of guys who haven't played much, especially Chaz Nelson. P.L. Lindley got a start this year. He's sort of played more in the second half of the season, but Chaz Nelson hasn't seen much action at all, really significant action anyway. So I do think that's an awful lot to ask for a guy who hasn't played much to come into a BCS Bowl against Alabama and play a significant role.
And Jason, we made our picks a while ago, but reiterated them today in the paper. I went with Alabama 41-31.
Yeah.
What was your pick and why?
I picked Alabama 31-14. I think that Oklahoma has a chance to have offensive success, but I really don't see it happening. I think Alabama's defense is too good, particularly with these shifting around on the offensive line. I think they're going to have a really hard time scoring, and I think Alabama will probably win relatively comfortably.
All right, Jason, thank you for joining us, and thank you. And check us out on NewsOK.com during and after the Sugar Bowl for more OU Alabama analysis.